friends. It's James Kalm, Half-Ass Reporter, welcoming you back for the 2023 art season. We are on Lower Broadway, below Canal Street. We're gonna run in here to JTT, 390 Broadway. Trying to get some pictures of an exhibition by Marlon Mullen. We'll make our initial sweep over the installation. I'll check out the back gallery with some of the earlier works. Untitled. Acrylic on canvas, 40 by 60 inches. Okay, the press release says this is Marlon's fourth show at the gallery, and they're saying that this show covers 25 years of work. So, Marlon is from Richmond, California, born 1963. Okay, I like that. That's jazzy. I think the first time I saw Marlon's work was at the Whitney Biennial a couple of years ago. I think I might have seen some photographs of it and some little reviews in some of the art blogs. Okay, this is also untitled. 30 by 30. It's 2021. And, well, they had some great little paintings at the Whitney. I like Marlon's work. I was looking at this at the press preview and thinking that kind of like the text. And also I think that Elizabeth Murray, Oscar Blumner, Grant Wood, oh gosh, it's got some art historical references in there. There's about 35 pieces in the show, so we're not going to have a chance to spend a lot of time looking at all of them. I'll kind of skim over some of this here. I was thinking I might have seen Marlon's work at one of the Outsider Art Fair things. He works with something called NIAD, Nurturing Independence Through Artistic Development, something like that, a California organization that works with challenged artists. And this is untitled, 36 by 36. Well, I think Marlon's got a great color sense. And I'm also a fan of text, and he kind of plays around with that a lot. Okay, these are all untitled, which makes it easy for me. This is 30 by 40 inches. I also like his use of various art publications. I was looking him up on Wikipedia, and it says that he's actually had a studio with the NIRAD people for 30 years. And, well, that's good. Art Forum, best of 2013. Okay, I like that. So Marlon is using some metallic paint in some of the more recent pieces. I think one of the interesting things about artists like Marlon is that they start out as outsiders, self-taught, and then if they stick with it, suddenly they're no longer, I guess, what Jean Dubuffet would classify as art brut artists, which were theoretically artists that had never been in contact with the fine art world. Untitled. This is 30 by 24. Just trying to read what that says. Dillich. Untitled. This is 48 by 40. So they're saying this covers a period of about 25 years. Here in the front gallery, we've got the work from the last, they're calling several years. Okay, so we've got Art in America 2003, 2004. I was going to say this guy, is an art history collector, saver, hoarder of art memorabilia as much as I am. I really like this one. I think they used this on the card they sent out. This is untitled, 48 by 40. Looking at this, and it actually kind of makes me think a little bit of my old teacher, Knox Martin, who passed away at the age of 96 about, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 months ago. Great color. Okay, I think this is the largest piece in the show. Untitled. This is 5 by 4 feet. Well, I like the urgency of his paint handling, and okay, so I'm also noticing there's some petomedi in there, so it's kind of building this up layer upon layer. Art Forum. They bar open ship friendship, something. It's also mentioned in the press release that Marlon is fascinated with price codes, or the barcodes. I'll read a little bit from the press release. In the front gallery, more recent paintings from 2014 to 2022 feature deliberate compositions where Mullen's source material becomes more pronounced. In one, Mullen depicts an advertisement for Pace Gallery's 2006 Robert Irwin exhibition titled Who's Afraid of Red, Yellow, and Blue? In his unique method of writing, which involves tracing the contours of each letter with a background color, since the 1990s, Mullen has worked at NIAD, N-I-A-D, Nurturing Independence Through Artistic Development Art Center, a progressive art studio in Richmond, California, that supports the endeavors of artists with disabilities. Mullen has autism, spectrum disorder, and is among the 40% of individuals with autism who are nonverbal. Oh, okay, so Marlon doesn't talk. Thus, his engagement with text, let alone the coded dialogues of contemporary art, undoes neurotypical understandings of language and education. That's fascinating. Oh, this is also a very nice piece. Untitled 2020, acrylic on canvas, 36 by 36. I think Marlon has got, he's talking about his color sense, but he's got a wonderful use of what I would call kind of tertiary colors, or grayed down, or tonal colors. So we've got these stripes, we've got the kind of rusty red versus the burnt sienna. It's like a green-gray. It was interesting to find out that he is nonverbal, and that that adds another aspect to his use of the text. This is 2015, it's 36 by 30. Well, I was talking about his use of the gray down colors, and he also uses just straight gray pretty effectively. Okay, this is what they were talking about in the press release. It's based on a Pace Gallery ad for Robert Irwin, Who's Afraid of Red, Yellow, and Blue, which is actually the title of a famous Barnett Newman painting. Manuel Neri is a great Bay Area artist, one of the great, I don't think he was part of the funk movement, but he was kind of peripherally attached. And he's got a daughter that's an extremely gifted painter as well. Is her name Ruby? I'm not sure. It's untitled 40 by 30. Yeah, there's something about the way that he kind of distills his images down, kind of simplifies them, reduces them, abstracts them. And, well, I know a lot of highly educated, highly trained, very professional young artists. A lot of them are living in Williamsburg or Bushwick that try this kind of stuff. Somehow they just can't seem to get the authentic feel that Marlon does. Gabriel Orozco. It's 30 by 40. It's 2015. Okay, this little greenish cloud here is interesting. It's changing color in my monitor. I step back, it turns kind of chartreuse. Untitled 20 by 24. Again, it's a great example of his use of the gray and black. Okay, let's go in the back gallery and see some of the older pieces. Untitled acrylic on paper, 26 by 20. Very nice, very abstract, very sparse. These are the very early works. This is dated 1996. 22 by 26. So a lot of these kind of relate to landscape because they've got the low horizon line. I'll read a little bit more from the press release. Mullen's early compositions, which line the back gallery, consist of abstract forms layered thick on paper. Many have broad horizon lines that anchor the compositions, which otherwise include expressive lines of color weaving between pools and splatters of paint. Mullen paints an acrylic with his canvas or paper flat on the surface of the table, allowing a rich color to build up over time as the paint dries. Oh, I like his use of the splatters. Okay, so these are more of the recent works. Untitled Neil Jenny. Okay, well, we like Neil. Well, it says that Marlon is nonverbal, but I wonder if he's able to read and actually read art criticism, or whether this kind of textual stuff that he's doing is intuitive. Untitled 30 by 40. It's 2015. Got some things happening here. I have been a fan of outsider artwork for, I don't know, 45 years, something like this. And so it's always exciting for me to kind of find new people, new artists, A lot of them are getting a lot of attention. Much of this doesn't get the attention during the artist's lifetime, so it's nice that Marlon has been able to achieve a lot of recognition. So he's born 1963, so I think he turned 60 this year, something like that. 30 by 30. Graphic design. He spells about as good as I do. I was thinking there was an artist that was associated with Julian Schnabel. I believe he was a Texas artist, maybe from Houston, Michael Tracy. And for some reason, this piece makes me think of some of his work. This is untitled 30 by 40. Pure Chloe. So these four, they're saying, kind of brings in his fascination with the barcode. Okay, so that's interesting. I was thinking maybe he's nonverbal, but he does write. But I'm thinking, would you also have like some kind of a different conceptual parameter within which a barcode would fit somehow? We got a nice blue-violet there. Untitled, 24 by 24. Okay, the nice thing about the square canvases is they fit on Instagram real nice. Muscle. Untitled, 30 by 30. This is titled, untitled, parentheses, source material 2016, 30 by 24. I'm going to finish up looking at this piece. This is 2014, untitled, 36 by 24. You know, I spend a lot of time looking at paintings and sort of thinking about the sizes, the proportions, how these fit on a wall. And I think that somehow Marlon has a great intuitive sense of scale. This is James Kalm reporting on Marlon Mullen paintings at JTT Gallery on Broadway. You can like this, share, link it up to all your social media sites, and you can talk about it at all your trendy, groovy parties and openings. You can subscribe, and you can leave your thoughts, ideas, comments, criticisms, and reviews below. We just ask you not to get too nasty with them. No ad hominem attacks, please. And we just also ask you to say, thank you, Kate.